Hello, friends. Today we are going to speak on work-related stress. Yes, because stress is one thing which is inversely proportional to the productivity. More the stress, less is the productivity, and vice versa. So we need to identify what are the reasons for stress, and the primary reason which I think, is the extended hours which we are working. And one statement nowadays which we commit to our clients, saying that I am available 24 into 7. I consider this as one of an unrealistic statement which we go and which we commit to our client. Because this is not a realistic thing. You can't be available 24 into 7. We can't share our personal space for official work. Yes, we can't do that. Because my official timings are fixed. Those are for 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is. But after that, I have my personal responsibility. Because being a responsible employee, at the same time, I want to be a responsible father. At the same time, I want to be a responsible husband. At the same time, I want to be a responsible son. At the same time, I want to be a responsible friend. So how can I commit myself to the company or to the client saying that I will be available 24 into 7? No. So the first thing, be very clear, right, in saying to the client that I will be available for the hours which I am working. After that, I will not be reachable. Yeah, in any odd case, that will be it can be an excuse. Yeah? So once in a while, sometimes, it's an extra effort which we require. At that point of time, it's okay, we can share, but not as a regular practice. See, friends, it was even studied. There is a paper which is published by the Institute of Labor Economics, which states that as your working hours starts increasing, the productivity starts decreasing. Right? Because now your subconscious mind, after official hours, your subconscious mind is not in the office. Your subconscious mind is now with your wife, maybe with your children, or maybe with your parents, or maybe with your friends. Now, when subconsciously you are not in the office, when the subconscious and conscious mind is not in agreement with each other, it is bound that your productivity start decreasing. So why to share this space with someone, this personal space for official work? It is like, one fine day, the sun rises and he comes and says to Earth, to planet Earth, dear Earth, I'm here to serve you 24 into 7. And then moon and stars, they are surprised at what he's saying. You can't do this, For the moon to rise, the sun has to set. It is a law, it is a nature. We have to get detached from the office and we have to change a role because we have multiple roles to play. We are not just an employee of an office, of a company, of an organization. As soon as I get detached from the office, I have to come into a different role. Then I come at home, I will be a husband. That is my role. When I'm with my children, I will be a father. Now that is my new role. And out of this 24 into 7, I have divided the time particularly for each and particular work. So this statement which we are giving nowadays, I think this is one of the bullshit statement which we are giving to the client saying that I will be available 24 into 7. Please don't do this. And don't even have this attitude of helping someone every time. No. This is what is spoiling the market. This is what is polluting the market. Because now clients have started realizing that yes, he will be available every time. So they are passing on their workload to us. And they are free to call us anytime, every time, and we are available to them. As I said, in some of the odd case, it is fine, but not as a regular practice. So if you want to be successful, if you want to be productive, trust me, then the more and more you will work with regards to what are your official timings, the more the productivity. It is not that how many hours you work. What matters is how many work you put in hours. Right? When it's official timing, stop saving that space for personal requirement. No, at that time you are an employee. So completely for the 10 hours you be with the office, you put your whole heart and your whole mind into the office work. and then you increase the productivity for the company. Yes, because that's your time you're with the office. And as soon as the official timings are over, you have to switch on to the new role, because we have multiple roles to play. We have multiple responsibilities that we have to take care. It's not like we are 24 into 7 available only for one particular activity. It can't be. Because then, in keeping up one responsibility, we are compromising the other. If you're being the best employee by working late hours, at the same time you are being a bad husband or you're being a bad father, because now you're compromising that time to do official work. And there has to be a balance. There has to be a work-life balance. And this is what is killing the productivity. The more and more and more we extend our working hours, this for sure is going to increase the stress in you. And the more the stress, the less the productivity. This is a rule. So stop. This is a primary thing which we need to do. Do, friends. Stop extending the hours. Be very committed. Be very committed to your family. Be very committed to your personal space, as well as be very committed to your official space. Tell your clients that this is my timing, this is my official timing. You have any work, call me during this. Because nowadays I have also realized, many of them have started skipping the lunch. Many of them have started even skipping their dinner. Many of them have started skipping the breakfast just to work. You're compromising your health. You're compromising your sleep. This is ultimately going to affect our health. And this can't be supplemented by medicines. Understand one thing. As physical health is necessary, similarly mental rest is also necessary. I need to take rest because the next day I have to be ready for the next task. And if I'm going to extend the working hours, if I'm going to bring my office at home, I'm going to take my home at my office, because there is no work-life balance. And this we need to consider definitely, after this post-COVID, what we are going to see. Be very much assured, be very much confident on what you're doing. For those 9-10 hours, now you are with the office. Now you surrendered yourself for office work completely. And I'm sure when you do this, when in the 9-10 hours, when you're working, your productivity is bound to happen. It is going to increase. And then share your day, share your time to someone for whom you're earning. We earn for them, right? We are earning because of to enjoy with your family, to spend time with them. So we have to play these multiple roles, and then we have to sacrifice something for that. So stop sharing your personal space for official work. And this will definitely going to increase your stress, because now, as I said earlier, your subconscious mind is not in agreement with your conscious mind. Right? So friends, this is the primary thing. I'm going to come up with new initiatives, which will definitely help us to reduce our stress, definitely, and increase the productivity. Because as the stress goes on decreasing, the productivity will go on increasing, right? So practice this one thing. Stop being overcommitted to something. Stop sharing your personal space to to the clients. Note this: you have your personal requirement, you have your personal space. Go office on time, leave office on time. As I said, 1 or 2 odd days are okay here and there. That's fine when there is an assignment or something, but don't make it a regular practice. You are not available 24/7. We are not machines. We are human beings. And we have multiple roles to play. And these roles, I have to keep up with all the responsibilities. I can't keep one responsibility and compromise other. Right? So all the best, guys. Whatever I've said, do that and don't be available 24/7. Thank you.